there we go, guys. I'm going to read out the objectives to everybody. Okay, so the theme of this website is to have a DevWars stream. Pretty much. You're like, as if you're watching DevWars or whatever. Objective number 1, they need to have a chat interface where you could type messages. Okay? You need to be able to create a button that opens a viewer list. Okay? You need to be able to randomly generate or select names that write random messages at random times. Okay? Objective number 4, show the timestamp per message. Objective number 5, import DevWars stream without audio. Okay, those are all 5 objectives, and the bonus objective is to accept Bitcoin. And so there you go. And of course, you guys know you can't get the point for the bonus objective unless you complete all 5 objectives. What are you doing, mate? I'm just gonna... okay, I think they need to know the rules. Can you please... Can my moderators please explain the rules to both teams? Make sure you understand the rules. Okay, I'm gonna make sure everybody understands the rules. Before we start, we don't want any thing happening where people are breaking rules. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. Still missing an apostrophe. Oh my god, I can't spell it! Apostrophe? Okay, anyways, guys, here we go. So you guys heard the objectives. I'm gonna do the countdown. Get ready. So we'll start from 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hype train, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're starting the game. So there is a 5-second countdown before the game begins. And that, of course, is just to make sure they have enough time to start. Okay, so I'm not sure if red team got the memo. That or it's just a huge coincidence. That or they're giving blue team like a major head start. Like a major head start. He really wanted to type in that reset, it looks like. Okay, they're working on stuff. We're good. Okay, so on every website you obviously need to add your doc type. You obviously need to add your HTML, your head, your body, all that boring stuff. So we already have all this going on over here. Beautiful. So Pepper Your Angus. Is that their team name? Well, that's their team name, I guess. What do you mean blue not working? I'm gonna refresh this site. This is the old site. Oh, is it back to the first link now? I don't believe so. Maybe it's back to 2. Still at 2. Yeah, it's still at 2. I believe. I don't know. PHP Joe will figure it out. Thank you so much, man. Okay, let's go back to the code. Okay, I am very curious to see how these guys... Let me turn down the volume. I'm going to skip this song too. I'm very curious to see how these teams handled these set of objectives. I mean, this is the first time we've ever seen something this interesting. I don't know. I think these objectives are super interesting. Okay, over here it looks like we are using box sizing border box on the reset here, and over here on the blue team we do have Open Sans imported with the 300 font weight. Everything's imported in the header, in the head tag. We are working on importing that right now. Test content, ignore this. Okay. Man, JXTC man is just coding away over here, isn't he? I'm gonna skip this song too. It's making me feel weird. And this song's too slow. This song's too slow. Come on, we need something hype. There we go. Feel like I'm in an Indian tribe right now, up in here. Okay, so I think this definitely sets the pace of the game with this awesome beat. Okay, so looks like we are adding some more selectors in here. So we got the message input. We're positioning that as fixed. So that's cool. Over here we got a background color added. We got Roboto. We got two different, oh, we got all kinds of font weights over here. We got 400, 700, 500, and 100. This guy ruined it with his voice. Okay, and then over here on the background, could you post your playlist? I'm using Twitch Music Library. So the music I'm playing is Twitch appropriate. So I can play it as loud as I want, but I'm not gonna play it as loud as I want, because if I play it as loud as I want, then your speakers will break. And I'm pretty sure you guys won't like me if I do that. And I'm gonna turn it down. So I'm just kind of, okay, they're using VH and VW. Turn down for what though, exactly? So we have the chat and we have the input. Okay, I'm sure he's gonna add a text area over here. I'm sure this is gonna be a form of some kind. I cannot wait to see how this will turn out. So we're only about 6 minutes into 5 minutes into the game, and I'm actually surprised that only 5 minutes has gone by. I thought at least 10 minutes would have went by, so they have plenty of time right now. Like, I don't even need to refresh their live reload. I don't need to refresh their website because there's not really much going on. I mean, we can see that right now through the code. There's nothing really here at the moment. So we don't need to... Okay, so they have the time over here. And something's not closed correctly. I wonder where it is. I'm not seeing it right off the bat. The collaboration is on immense on blue. No one can understand him though. I want to pop in and just listen real quick. So I'm going to pause the song. So I'm going to show you guys what they're saying, but I'm not going to say anything.
Divin Classics message input div tai jotain.
Ootas hetki, mä linkkaan nyt tonne.
Awkward silence. Awkward silence. They probably stopped talking because I popped in. I probably made them nervous. Okay, well anyways, let's turn the music back on, but they're definitely not speaking English. Please. Okay. Okay, I wonder what's going on over here. That's a very long... It's a very long ID name. I don't know why the alerts pop up over here in this environment. Oh, it's because I have the live preview here. That's right. Okay, so over here we have create message, the message input function. Cool, so this is gonna allow us to create message for the username. And the username is derp. Okay. A lot more styles going on over here on the red team. Blue team needs to pick it up. Okay, so red team looks like they're gonna make it so you can pick your username. On blue team, it looks like they're setting it for you. So we're floating to the right. Okay, I think we have enough content to refresh now. Let's see what we have. Beautiful. So I don't know why blue team's website isn't loading. Does any of my moderators know why? Oh, okay, actually, never mind. I lied. It is working now. Okay, so if we go back over here to this website, whoa. If we go back over to this website, you guys can see. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Oh wow, I can't even look at their website right now. It's too broken. This alert message keeps popping up. Okay, I'll just leave it for now until they fix that. I'm gonna drink this coffee and die. Straight up drinking this thing black. I love it black, but the thing is, it's like, I guess my grinder grinded the coffee beans too fine, so some of it went through the filter, and like that's why I'm like disgusted while I'm drinking it. But at the same time, I need to drink it. I need to. You can die from coffee if you drink it as much as me. I see more coffee than baristas, guys. I see more coffee than the coffee man. Coffee can kill you, so be careful. But even with all that said, seems like nobody cares enough to, you know, be concerned about my health. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure one of you guys will care eventually. I am coffee. I see more coffee than you. So we have people voting for purple and yellow team. That's my sister rooting for purple and yellow. Okay, so let's take a look at this HTML structure. So this is the main HTML. It's a section. Looks like we're closing it off here. And this main section ID is gonna be 100% minus 300 pixels. That's interesting. Why would you do that? Oh, because the chat is 300 pixels wide. I bet. Yeah, okay, so that's awesome. That's very smart what they're doing. Another way to do it would have been to do something like, you know, with 80%, chat with 20%, but I actually like the idea behind setting a defined width, defined width for chat as far as like pixels go. So I am totally with red team on that. That is a very good idea. So they're utilizing that calc function to calculate. You can use percentage. You can subtract pixels from percentages, which is awesome. Okay, so we have margin left 50% and margin right 50%. That's pretty interesting. Let's refresh the page now. I'm sure their alerts are gone. Okay, cool. So here's what's going on here. On the red team, they're just structuring it. Hey, Shining Soccer Star, check this out. Yellow and purple. So I'm assuming you're rooting for a red team then. So in the yellow side, this is where the most likely the video is gonna go, and this is where the chat's gonna go. Okay, thank you for the suggestion. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, Adobe Flash Player needs your permission to run. I will give you permission. Whoa, that looks really nice. Oops. I need to stop clicking stuff. Loading video. Okay. Oh crap. We're gonna hear audio interception. No, I think we'll be okay. Because, yeah, I turned down the volume for Google Chrome. But yeah, so Streamception over here. Streamception. You can see how delayed it is by looking at this. So delayed. Okay, so it looks like blue team is going with kind of a horizontal look. They have their chat down here as opposed to over here. Your colors are gone now, shining soccer star. Okay. Look at the JavaScript. Blue team has caught up a lot. That's awesome. Both teams are just working very, very hard to get their stuff working and dialed in. I love Epinance. This is not his first time playing. This is not his second time playing. I believe it is not even his third time playing. I love Epinance, the way he codes his CSS. He's always done just a fantastic job with this. And then Riku, I've never seen him play before. I believe everybody on blue team is completely new. I have not seen any of them before, so they're doing a fantastic job. They're probably collaborating so hard right now. I mean, that is what PHP Joe said in a completely different language. But we'll see. If you guys don't know, blue team is a pre-organized team, so they are all friends and everything like that. So it's a pre-organized team versus a team of veterans. So veterans who's played before. So who do you think will win? Pre-organized team with friends or veterans who's played in DevWars before? Kind of an interesting matchup. Oh, look at that. They're already accepting Bitcoin. We accept donations by Bitcoin. Whoa, I did not mean to click that. And then we have all these objectives down here. That's what all that is. We have a Twitch Turbo user in here. Whoa, watch out. Watch out, guys. Twitch Turbo user up in here. Straight up, making all of us look like little newbies. Okay, guys, so let's see what they have accomplished thus far. So Epinance is just doing a fantastic job in his CSS. Everything looks clean. I can see he is actually commenting out certain styles that aren't in here. Space Clams, Happy New Year, man. I mean, you're kind of late, but it is still a very, very happy New Year, especially for DevWars. DevWars is looking very sexy in 2015. Okay, so what are they working on in the HTML? It looks like they're working on their input over here. To be honest, I think having a text area as opposed to, you know, an input type text might be a better approach. But it is completely up to them. They can do whatever they want. It's up to them. I like how we have two different styles of layouts from both teams. Red team is going with the traditional Twitch layout. So we have, you know, the stream to the left with the chat to the right. But on the blue team, we're kind of going with something different here, which is cool that they're offering that. Is this just a giant freaking input? It is, isn't it? It's a huge input. They could have just made this a text area. That would have been a better thing to do. But you see, I don't know if this layout will be the best way to I mean, it's cool that they're doing something different, but I would like to see how they go about doing it though, because there's not a whole lot of room to view the. I mean, it all depends on how they lay it out, but obviously Twitch laid it out this way, the way Red Team is laying it out, and I'm sure Twitch did that for a very particular reason. But we'll see. We'll have to see. I mean, we're only a quarter way into the game. Anything can happen. Let's go back into into the code itself. A-Timmer made a bunch of indentations over here. I'm not sure why it's highlighting all that like that. Okay, so he's just, wow, look at this. This is kind of weird. He's actually styling the objectives. That's completely unnecessary. But I think I understand what's going on here. Somewhat. Why is he spending time working on these objectives? Maybe Red Team wants it so that they both you know, all their players on their team can view the objectives on the actual live preview. Yeah, there's a lot of code written in 20 minutes, and that is actually very necessary, because I'm going to actually read off the objectives to you guys. Or if you guys want to read it yourself, it is right below the stream. Just refresh the stream and then scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the objectives. It is posted. Both teams are trying to build a DevWars stream website. And oh, it is part of the stream site. Okay, they're making it actually part of the site. I like that. That's pretty interesting. Okay, and then they have 5 objectives. Objective number 1, they need to create a chat interface where you can type a message or messages. They need to create a button that opens up a viewer list. They need to create a randomly generated or selected names. I know that doesn't really, it's not really, it doesn't really make sense, but hopefully it makes sense. Pretty much, they need to create something that randomly generates or selects a name that writes a random message at random times to make it look like we have an active chat going. Now, objective number 4, they need to show timestamps per message. And objective number 5, they need to import the DevWars stream without audio. And then their bonus objective is to accept Bitcoin. So each objective is worth 1 point. In order to achieve the bonus objective, which is worth 1 point as well, they need to complete all 5 objectives. We already saw on the blue team they are already accepting Bitcoin, but as you guys know, if they only complete 4 objectives, then they do not get the point for Bitcoin, their bonus objective. Draxu, thanks for the follow and welcome to DevWars. Hope you are enjoying the stream. So let's refresh the website on both sides and see what has been done. Not very much at this moment. I do see some color changes over here. Oh, actually, take a look at this. So we do have text area over here, and this is where the chat's gonna go. Awesome. I am very excited, guys, to see how this is gonna play out. Oh, look at this. Look. Look. Oh my god. They got the chat working. Wow, so I guess this whole thing is the chat. Maybe what they'll do is they'll work on this in full screen first. Chubby Balboa, welcome to DevWars. I think what they'll do is they'll probably have it to where, since they're doing it in full screen right now, they'll probably squeeze it over to the right, the way, and have the same layout that Red Team has. Maybe they're just working on this in full screen view, or I don't know where they're gonna put the stream. I mean, it's up to them whether or not they're gonna try to complete all 5 objectives. I don't see why they wouldn't want to. Let's see if I can do some inline styling right here. So with this chat, we could do position relative. Oh, Sorry, relative. Relative. Okay, everything breaks when I do that, but they're using position fixed. I was just simply gonna see what would happen if I change the width of that chat and shift it over to the right. Okay, we have plugins that are blocked here. I'm gonna allow them. Okay, so once they format this, it'll look very nice. So blue team is, wow, they are ahead as far as JavaScript goes. I mean, they have stuff working over here. I don't see anything on here. Late Chew, welcome to DevWars. We're getting follows all day right now. Guys, I'm getting a bit of the stream lag. I'm gonna pause this. I believe it's because we have streamception going on. Okay. That's awesome. So what are they working on in CSS right now? I do want to remind you guys, we do have a bunch of commands you guys can use to watch these guys code in real time. And you guys also use the commands to check on their website in your own browser. So that's watch red or watch blue or watch code. Those are the commands. Blue team too strong. Guys, I would have to say blue team's on fire. So, whoa. Watch out for them. I don't want to get my face burned over here, so I feel a little bit more safer on the red side. A little bit more safe. Yeah, I just don't want to be on their side right now. Okay, there we go. So, I'm already, about to die from coffee, and then that fire almost killed me. Piku Pasu 123, thanks for the follow. Man, we're just getting follows, guys. This is cool. I wonder where these guys are coming from. Okay, so the objectives are posted right below the stream. So if you guys are interested in knowing what they are making, you could either read it right here, or you can scroll down a little bit and you can see all the objectives. So over here, it looks like they are working on their form for their submitting their chat message. Okay, so they have the submit button, and they're using a chat input. So they're using an input text type to have their message as opposed to a text area. And that's fine. I mean, inputs will work too. They could probably set an overflow scroll so that, if you do type more than what you're allowed to type, All blue team members are from Finland. That's why they are speaking in Moonspeak at TeamSpeak. I'm gonna pop into TeamSpeak. I'm gonna pause Spotify. Last time I did that, they kind of went quiet because they probably got nervous. So I'm gonna just spectate on them real quick.
Jaa, me tultiin vissiin kuuntelemaan.
So they can't hear me right now. I muted my mic, but yeah. So they're speaking. They're from Finland, and so I do want to remind you guys that you can log into these TeamSpeaks for yourselves and listen to what these guys are saying. They are partnered up and everything. Let's pop in red team and just listen on them.
Objectives are under the Twitch page, so I thought I could put them there. So it's like a mimic of the DevWars Twitch page.
They can't hear me right now, but you can obviously
tell them if you want to remove.
You can see they're collaborating and stuff like that. So I can't unfortunately stay in here the whole game. I just popped out of it, but I just want to remind you guys that they are talking in TeamSpeak. So if you guys wanna, check them out, if you guys wanna listen in on them, you guys are more than welcome to. We have a command for TeamSpeak, and I'm gonna actually type that out for you in the chat, and that's gonna output a link IP for the TeamSpeak, so you guys can join and listen to it at your leisure, either red team or blue team, whatever you want to do. Okay. Okay, so we have this input, so we have that chat input ID. Let's see how they're styling this. Chat input. Add chat message. Add chat message. Here we go. And then the input type text. Okay, so with 100%, we're doing display block, margin auto. They have the padding. Look at that. That looks good. Let's refresh the page and see what we have so far. Ooh, I like what they're doing over here. So they have a custom font added over here. Let's find out what that font they're using is. Open Sans. Wow, it looks good with that font weight. This chat button looks really nice. Test. Let's see if it works. It doesn't work yet. Oh. They have a full screen website now. I like it. Okay, so the chat doesn't work yet. Let me see if I could type something. Testing this out. Submit. Did it submit it? I think it did. Maybe it did. No, I don't know. This cannot be fixed. That's the problem here. Since this is fixed, this is overlapping. Yeah, so this doesn't work just yet either. I have to pause this because we're getting stream lag. Okay, beautiful. Okay, guys, we're about halfway into the game. Anything can happen. I mean, earlier we saw blue team was on fire, but I mean, we have seen in other games where, you know, teams were on fire and then it went the complete opposite direction. So I mean, but over here on blue team, they're just doing a fantastic job with their messages. So send automated messages. We're creating a user creating message. We're using this user variable. Let's see up here where this. I wonder how they're getting their names. Okay, over here, bot names. Sorry, it's not a variable, but they have these names in here. I would like to see them add more. That would be really cool. So they have their bot names, and they have their message output, and their message, I think, is just a series of random numbers. I think that's what. No, it's hello world. It used to be a series of random numbers, but now it's not. So I'm really enjoying the JavaScript over here. So they just simply have create message. I would like to have them have, you know, random messages as well. Make random chat. We have that function ready to go, but we don't have anything in there yet. Okay, we have this function. Okay, we have all these users added over here. Awesome. Let's see what they're working right now on the blue team as far as HTML is concerned. So they have their chat, and then they have the iframe. So they finally have their iframe in there. What are they working on in their CSS? Looks like they're working over here in this message list. In the CSS over here, we have a lot of CSS on red team. Okay, it looks like his selector was last over here. Let's refresh the site and see what we got. This looks very nice. Okay, we have the stream here. This is kind of an odd way to lay out your website for sure. Let's see if this works. Testing. Check that out, guys. Oh my god, that's lagging so hard. Okay, check that out. Look, I just typed a message. My name is Dirt. LOL, what's up, guys? I'm a derp. I'm a derpy derp. Oh, I need to pause this too. Okay, and then red team is definitely accepting Bitcoin. We saw earlier that blue team was accepting Bitcoin. This is chat user list open yet? Not yet. Let's see if I can type something. Testing this out, yo. No, not yet. Guys, blue team's on fire. They have so much code working right now. But their design is not looking too hot. I would say red team definitely has a nice design. But nothing's working yet. None of their code is working. Most of the stuff that's, I mean, these objectives that they're doing is very JavaScript dependent, since they're creating essentially a website, a whole chatting system that looks like it's actually active. I should have made one of the objectives to where people would respond to you. Now that would have made things more difficult. Okay, looks like we have different messages in here. I didn't see that on the blue team. Yeah, on the blue team, they kind of just say hello world, all of them. I'm sure blue team will get around to making it so they say something random too. Shouldn't be too hard. They already got the code for the users there. They could easily just use the same function. Oh, red team works. You just need to press enter. Okay, let's try it out. Thanks for pointing that out. Enter. Okay, maybe it, because it didn't work there, I need to refresh. Maybe it works now. Testing. Testing LOL. Okay, so it's gonna look nice. You can tell they have stuff going for them right now. So they just need to make it so you can hit submit too. And then they obviously need to style this. So I cannot wait. What they can do is probably have it to where each of these guys are assigned a different color. So just like Twitch, where you know they have different colors, just a random color, and then have, you know, they can easily style this. It'll look really nice. So they have a timestamp there. They just need a. Okay, check this out. You can see in the live preview they actually have these people randomly typing messages. That'd be cool if they can have like a long enough array to where you know you don't see the same message twice. It's not too necessary though. What are they working on here? Their CSS. I see him in his all selector. We have 143 lines of code in so about 50% more code in the CSS for the red team. A lot of styles going on. Wow, this is a very interesting game, guys. I'm sure you can all agree. Is there a JS library for IRC? If so, they can actually grab the messages from real Twitch chat. Wow. That's a good point. Okay. So they have this chat users click function ready to go. Okay, what are they using to style these? Let me refresh this. I'm actually wanting them to style this right away. I like this a lot. So they have all of these. So let's get rid of the timestamp for now. Let's just say display none. Oh crap, this timestamp doesn't have a class, so it only displayed none on that one. But I mean, they can easily just do like font weight bold on the username class. Yeah, it's not showing username the class over here for some reason. That's very odd. It should have showed the class for username in my inspector. Oh, I know why. It's because he doesn't have anything he doesn't have any properties added to the selector, so Google Chrome is just not finding it. So once he adds styles to these, I can actually play around with it. I'm actually wanting to play around with it a lot. Let's see if they fixed the submit button yet. Test, submit. No, you still have to hit enter. So we saw earlier on red team, they prompted the user to type in their username. So right now it says undefined. Whereas opposed to on the blue team, they just set your name for you. They say your name is derp. What is this? This is the timestamp. So test. LOL. Yeah, so their thing works. But the problem is you have to keep scrolling down. So it's not really the best design method. Hopefully they fix this. I'm sure they don't want their chat to be this ginormous. Certainly they don't want that. I would say as far as design, red is killing it. As far as functionality, blue is killing it. So it's interesting to see how all of this plays out. I do encourage you guys to look at these websites for yourself in your own browser. And you guys can see Keo Disaster has already inputted all of the commands possible. Well, majority of them. So he has pretty much all of the links for you ready to go. Just all you have to do is click it. Okay, so they commented out these iframes for now. So what that tells me is they probably are going to end up, you know, resizing the chat. I'm glad you guys are learning stuff. Not very much CSS. I mean, we need to get stuff done over here. This is kind of an interesting comment. We have message input comment above the message input class. I mean, is that really going to help him? Is that really going to help his readability? I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's not really accomplishing anything, but that's probably just me. Maybe that comment's going to help him somehow. Kind of interesting. So I'm wanting him to start styling these right now, but he's not at the moment. Let's see what he's working on at the... He's working on the chat user list. What are they working on in here then? Okay, let's refresh the site. Viewers. We have a viewers button over here now. Test, 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 test. Okay, so we still have it to where you would have to manually scroll. Let's see how long I could write a message. Okay, so it does extend past the size of the, that's not good. So I'm sure they're going to want to fix that, add some padding to it. Yeah. And then chat users, this is open. It does. Check this out, guys. We do have that opening, but we're going to wait. We're going to need to wait for them to work on that because I currently can't even close out of it. I'm going to have to pause this video or else the stream will lag, and I don't want that. So guys, 19 minutes left on the clock. Do you guys think they could finish all 5 objectives, including the bonus objective? I don't know. We'll have to see. Again, that is a very interesting... This is very interesting. Like, we have comments specifying the exact name. Like, normally with comments, you should utilize, you know, English or, you know, human language, because like you're still kind of going with the syntax of code, in my opinion. But again, if this helps him out, that's totally up to him. I just think that's super interesting that he's doing it that way. A lot of errors here. Well, they're not necessarily errors. They're just warnings, suggestions in a way. So that's, I wonder if I could disable that from C9. I probably can. I won't do it right now. It's not bothering me that much. What are they working on right now in the JavaScript? Let's see. I see a selectors over here. Message list scroll top. I think what this might do. I'm not even sure. I'm thinking he's working on it to where it'll scroll, automatically scroll. Okay, we changed this to a text area, so that's cool. All they need to do is fix the style for this. They have viewers over here. They have a very interesting setup here. I wonder if they're still going with the fixed layout position. No, they're not. So if I do say 50%, let's say like 30%. No, let's go with 50. Okay, so we have 50% width, and we have a crap ton of padding. We don't need that much padding. I'm just playing around with it, just seeing what I can possibly do with it. And then we have, this is in a complete, this is a position fixed. If we remove that, there's just too much styling on there. I don't want to, I'll have to change a whole bunch of things to get it to where I want. But I'm just playing around with it. I like playing around with it. No, there will be no more games today. This is the last game. 16 minutes left on the clock, guys. 16 minutes, 3/4 of the way in. Who will win? I mean, there's 16 minutes is plenty of time to get a lot done. So they already got the majority of the website set up. So the rest of the website should be, it should be like the snowball effect. Once you get a good amount of code into your website, all it is making adjustments here and there, and it should be pretty simple. So I'm thinking we'll get more accomplished within these 15 minutes than we did in the rest with the rest of the time that we had before. Okay, let's see how their site is looking, red team. Okay, we still have that yellow color that loads. Chat users, and you can actually close out. That's kind of an interesting way of opening it. So I'm sure they're gonna style it later. Let's see. Test. Okay, still can't submit anything using the submit button by clicking it, but you can hit enter to type stuff. Testing this out, yo. Okay, so the timestamp is now more readable. Okay, cool. So I can actually start styling this stuff. So what we can do is, like, I don't know. We can say for username, font, weight, bold. And for now, we'll just give it a color red. And then we could give like padding left and right of, I don't know, 5 pixels. That'll give enough room for the stuff. And we can make the message white. Color white. So that's a cool way of just styling it real quick. I'm really excited about this testing. LOL. Let's see how long I can make my message. It doesn't look like there's a limitation. Let's see how it reacts to it though. Yeah, okay, so it definitely expands. A good way of fixing that is with padding. So they're probably gonna need to add they're gonna have to fix that, but it's looking very nice. So if I refresh this, okay, so it looks like they're gonna go with a white color. I wonder if you guys were able to see that. I forgot about the overlay, but yeah, it looks like they're going with white for the timestamp. It's fine. That's fine. Looks like they got rid of the stream for now. We accept Bitcoin. They do accept Bitcoin. This song is kind of slow. I'm gonna skip it. Let's find. Okay, we can play this song. Let's refresh blue team, see what they got going for them. I don't think doing, I don't know, I'm not sure if making this fix is the best way to go. Unless they have a defined height for this. They should make this, they need to make this scrollable. Oh, well, I mean, technically it is. But it's actually the whole page that's scrollable. They need to make this, just this, be scrollable. And that'll fix the need to have this be fixed. Let's go back to the code. 11 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. So we are doing some styling now on well, I thought it was the username. Not much HTML on the blue team. They need to catch up. They are working on some they are working on the viewer list. Ah, wow. Okay, I'm actually super shocked right now. Look at this, guys, on the blue team. I'm not sure. I think they should have made this an ID. Yeah, they should have made this an ID and this a class. I mean, it'll still work. So the way you use IDs in CS and class is classes should be reserved for things that'll repeat. So if you're using like, so perfect example, whatever the style is for this should be a class because we're repeating the same style over and over again. But we only have one chat box, so that would utilize an ID. And Jungyo pointing out that there's a lot of IDs on red team. So we do have that chat user list. It is looking better. We saw earlier it was just purple. Oh, take a look at this. They have their viewer list added. 9 minutes and 50 seconds. So they still need to make it so that we get messages every now and then. I don't see that yet. Okay, check this out. We do have this working. I wonder if, okay, check this out. Now it's automatically making it so you don't have to constantly scroll. So they're working on that. That's awesome. Test. Oh, okay, so the submit button works now when you click it. Okay, cool. And then, of course, I believe this will go past, yeah. Okay. So they need to wrap this text pretty much to where this will, you know, go down so it's not overflowing past the page. And that'll work out very nicely. They just need to wrap that text. That's all they need to do. So 8 minutes and 19 seconds. You guys were watching them code for about 52 minutes now. Oh, word wrap. Okay, for some reason I was thinking text, font, and I forgot about word wrap. So word wrap. There we go. Brilliant. And then padding 0 top. Hold on, that's not where I specify. It's this. So we need to say 0 top and just left and right like that. There we go. I think that'll look good. And of course have this style applied on all of them. And it will look fascinating. But it's only applied to this right here, so that's why it looks a bit off. I mean, they could even go for like 10 pixels to have it closer to the edge. Okay, let's refresh the site, see what we have going on. Oh, they styled it, so they're styling it right now. Test out. Okay, everybody has the same color username. I wonder if they're gonna make it so that, I wonder if they're gonna be able to make it so people are typing random messages. I saw they had the array set up. See, they have the user array, so you have those different users. And then you have the Babel array, which has the different messages they can type. I wonder if they've began working on make random chat. Yes, they have began working on it. But it's just not working yet. So until I'm sure, okay, now we're getting prompted with the username that we want. So let's refresh the site. Let's say we want our name to be syntax. Oh, look at this, it's working now. So we'll say, hello guys, what's up, how you guys doing, I love you. That'd be cool if they generated a random color name. That would be really awesome. Okay, and then obviously we have this issue where it's not where it's succeeding, so they could probably fix that with overflow scroll. There we go. But it's not. We just want it on the y-axis. There we go. But they need to make it so it scrolls down to the bottom, because like right now you'd have to manually scroll every time there's a new message. So that's what that is. Looks like they're going with the orange color, which looks a lot better than that red color. Yes, guys, there's 2 games every stream, every Tuesday and Saturday at the same time, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We are streaming DevWars, so hopefully you guys come for the next DevWars. Okay, guys, 5 minutes left on the clock. If my moderators can please remind both teams that we are streaming, that we are ending the game here pretty shortly. So hopefully guys, yeah, Reddit's taking the lead. Look at this, guys. Blue's website looks very broken. Are they going to be able to fix this in the amount of time they have, which is only 4 minutes and 38 seconds? I don't know. I was thinking that Blue Team was gonna fix their design maybe a quarter way, maybe around the 45-minute mark, but it looks like they didn't. So unless they pull off something magical in the amount of time they have. We're adding some more messages in here. Messages, LOL, derp, herp, foo, bar, hello world. Okay, red team will definitely win this round. Look at this. Red team will definitely win this round. Okay. So 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. I'm actually not going to look at their website anymore to keep it as a surprise. But remind my moderators, please remind them that they need to wrap up whatever they're doing soon here, because there's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. And the reason why we want to let them know that is because, you know, we don't want them thinking they have a lot of time. Also, you know, if the clock hits 0 and they forget to close, say, a div tag, or they forget to add a semicolon, and it could potentially destroy their entire site. And I'm sure they don't want that to happen, because we're not going to fix it for them. It's whatever it is when the clock hits 0. So, and we're going to shut down their documents so they can't make any edits. See right here, you saw briefly that tag was, the whole structure of the page broke for a second because he was making an edit. But there's a possibility that could happen at the end. Hello, I am Epinence's dad, and I am very proud. Oh, are you really his dad? That's awesome. We have father and son relationship going on over here. Dad of the year up in here, Asian Carry. Your son is definitely doing a very good job, if that is really your son. Okay, so 2 minutes left on the clock. I'm actually not gonna look at the... Is Sin Dad still here? Is my dad still here? We need all the dads in here right now. All the dads, please write in the chat so we know you're here. We need to bond together right now. Whoa. We have a no internet connection detected. Cloud9 will automatically try to reconnect when it detects an internet connection. Oh. Sindad is here. We have all the dads up in here right now. Twitch for the whole family. Is my sister here? Is my sister still here? Okay, a minute and 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Guys, come on. DevWars hype train. Hashtag hype train. Hashtag changing lives. Hashtag DevWars. Hashtag LOL. That was the hashtag dance for you guys. Not a lot of HTML over here. Look at that. But over here, oh, well, we don't have that much HTML over here either. And to be fair, not much HTML is required for this. It's mostly JavaScript. How much lines of JavaScript do we have on the blue team? Okay, so you can clearly see red team has more JavaScript. My sister is here. He has these selectors, but he never used them. We have 214 lines of code in the CSS, so 50. No, I was gonna say 50% more, but 50 more. 68 viewers, is that the maximum we've ever had? No way, no. We've had, oh guys, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's over. It's over, guys. Shut down their documents. Good game, good game. So whatever they have is what they have. Let's go to the website and refresh. I'm just gonna refresh both teams. Okay. Okay, yeah, we almost had 200 once, yeah, too. Okay, but we did switch over to a new channel, so it did kind of break the flow of things. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We have to type in that in order for Red Team's website to load. So I'm gonna pause this. Well, there's no sound, so I don't really need to. Okay, guys, so here's what we'll do. Let's start with the blue team. Let's start with objectives. So the objectives were, okay, cool. We have it here so I can utilize it. Okay, so they needed to create a chat interface where you could type messages. So let's test this right now. Testing this, LOL. Okay, so we can type messages. So that is 1 point for the blue team. The next objective is to create a button that opens a viewer list. So we do have a viewer list button over here. So that is another point over here on the blue team. So they do have 2 points now. They need to create a random generated or selected names that write random messages at random times. We do see that over here, so they get another point. Show timestamps per message. We see that here. That's another point. Import DevWars stream without audio. That's another point. And they have the Bitcoin. They have 6 points. They have all 6 points on their objectives. Congratulations, blue teams, for accomplishing all the objectives. Now let's take a look at red team. Oops. I accidentally clicked the thing. So, Syntax is my username. Okay, I'd imagine it was a lot of stress. It's definitely a lot to ask for. Okay. So now let's take a look at the red team. Let's find out. We have a bit of streamception going on over here. So objective number 1, chat interface where you can type message. So testing this. Yep, I can type. Test. Yep. So that is 1 point for them. And then create a button that opens a viewer list. Chat users. We do see that. It looks a bit broken. I don't see it. I saw it working before somewhat, but I think what's happening here is it's getting hidden over here. Let's see here real quick. I'm gonna do some inspect element action. It is working. Okay, it's there. It's just not styled good. Just needed Z index. So, yeah. Okay, so they still get a point because it is working. They do have a chat user list. Now, what else do we have here? So they have now have randomly generated names and stuff like that with messages. They do have that. So that is another point. And then show timestamp, they get another point there. And then import DevWars stream without audio, they have another point there. And are they accepting Bitcoin? It's such a simple, we accept Bitcoin. I see it here, you just can't see it. It's on the site. Should I give them the point, guys? I mean, it's not visible on the site. Should red team get that point? They do have Bitcoin on there, but you just can't see it. So you can kind of see we accept Bitcoin over here, sort of. I'm gonna let one of my moderators decide for me. Should I give them half a point or should I give them the full point? Okay, we'll just give them the point. Okay, so both teams are tied. So now we're gonna go into the design stage. I won't. There's no point in giving them half a point actually. Now that I think about it, because well, there is. No, there's not, because yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I guess it's working fine. It's working in different browsers, so I'll just give them the point. So they're tied 6-6 on their points. Oh, I don't know why I'm opening that start menu there. Okay, now we're voting on design, guys. So I'm gonna start by going through the Blues website. Okay, so this website is completely fixed. You can't really scroll down anywhere, which is fine. I'm not saying that that's bad. So when you type, it's cool because their chat automatically scrolls down to the very bottom. As you can see, let's see if it's responsive. It's somewhat responsive. We see the chat is not responding to the screen width here. And then over here, the Bitcoin logo is kind of, or the stream is kind of awkwardly tucked away over here. And I don't even see the DevWars stream loading here, so maybe they never had that working. Okay, now, I mean, that's about the extent of their site. Oh, and then they have their viewer list that opens up and closes. Okay, now, yeah, we have Inception going on. Now, over here on the red team, they have a good use of screen width for the video. And then they have this wonderful chat. And of course you can open the chat user list, but you can't see it because they didn't set the Z index properly. Okay, and another sucky thing about this chat though is they could have easily fixed this by giving this an overflow instead of hidden. So overflow Y and then scroll, and that would have enabled this to be scrollable right away. Okay, but another thing that they don't have is whenever there's a new message, you have to scroll down, whereas on the blue team it automatically kind of scrolls down for you as soon as there's a new message. So that's a pretty cool thing. Other than that, everything is working. Everything, we pretty much went over everything. So that's that. So the blue team to the left, red team to the right. We're gonna throw up a poll on who has the best design. So we're gonna create a poll right now. So which team has the best design? Is it blue team or red team? All you have to do is type red or blue. We're gonna be voting for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's an iframe issue. What they could have done is they could have had the viewer list not open over the iframe. They could have had it open in the actual chat window, just like Twitch does it, and that would have been a perfect way of handling it without dealing with iframe, because you absolutely don't need it to open full screen with. So which team has the best design, red or blue? I do encourage you guys to have these websites open in your own browser. So it's watch red or watch blue, and Moobot will output a link for you to click on. We are going to be voting for just 1 more minute. While I am just seeing this, it's red color scheme, the same as Twitch theater mode. Yeah, it's designed based on Twitch. I like that. It looks nice. It really does. So both teams are tied on points so far. Guys, 35 more seconds, and then we're ending the countdown. If you guys want to vote, all you have to do is type blue or red in the chat, and your vote will be added right away to the stream. Again, also, if you guys look up at the URL and it says twitch.tv/syntag, you are on the wrong channel. You need to head on over to twitch.tv/DevWars, where the chat is happening and everything like that. And I do encourage you guys to log in if you don't have an account, so that you can participate and vote and everything like that, and so that you can follow DevWars. Okay, and we are done. So red team did win for the best design. Red team did get the best design. Now we're going to be voting on functionality, guys. Functionality. So which site functions better? So if you don't just completely disregard design, okay? Don't think about design at this point. Think about if you're a user and you're trying to use the site, which site is better? So I'm gonna refresh both sites because I did make some adjustments on both of these sites. Okay, so starting with the blue team, right away when you refresh the site, hang on, I think I need to type this in order for these sites to load. Okay, so right away on the blue team, you have an active chat going on here. Okay, this is scrollable, and it automatically updates the messages for you by scrolling down, so you don't have to manually scroll down. You can type messages in here, testing LOL, and you can see my name is Derp and my message is typed, and it shows my timestamp. Okay, and then over here to the right we have our viewer list that opens and expands. It shows you everybody who's in here. Okay, And that's about the extent of what you can do on the blue team. Now on the red team, I'm going to refresh one more time so you guys can see. At the start of the load, it asks you to type in your username. So I'm going to type in my username. So that's a feature. Okay, and now it'll load the video and everything. We didn't see the video being loaded on the blue team. So the video works on the red team. We do have automated chat in here as well. When you open the chat username, it doesn't show correctly. When you type messages, it works. But as you guys can see, when we type past the screen size for the chat, we can't see any of the messages past this point. So that is the downside about this chat. So there are more chats being added right now. It's just you can't see it because you can't scroll on this div. It's overflow hidden. And that's about the extent of the functionality on red team. So we're going to create a poll on who has the best functionality. So go ahead and place your votes. It's blue or red. Which team has the best functionality? Blue or red? We're going to be voting on this for 2 minutes. Completely disregarding design. What website essentially has their code works better. That's another way to put it. So in order to vote, just type blue or red in the chat. PHP Joe voting for yellow. Red, blue, my sister's voting for yellow as well. So blue or red, blue or red. Oh, my sister changed her vote to purple. That's totally fine. You can change your vote if you want to. So, okay, red or blue, guys. All you have to do is in the chat is type red or blue, and you will be voting on the winner. If red team wins this, okay, 1 more minute to vote, guys. If red team wins this, they do win the game. If blue team wins this, it is going to be a tie. Red or blue, guys. 45 seconds left on the clock. 45 seconds left on the clock. 40 seconds left on the clock. 35 seconds left on the clock. Come on, guys. 30 seconds left to vote. It's very simple to vote. All you have to do is type red or blue in the chat. And you guys will affect the game. Donation. Xfritos donated.
Thanks a lot for today's stream. One can only be envious of your will to do this. Stay awesome. Till next time, smiley face, I'll be there.
Smiley face. Thank you so much, Xfritos. I do appreciate that. We will definitely use the donation for good and not evil. We take all the donations. We don't take the donations lightly. We definitely are super blessed by you guys, and we appreciate the effort when you guys want to contribute and help out the team, help out the DevWars team by yeah, smiley face. Oh. So thank you again. I do appreciate it. Okay, so it looks like, guys, red team did win. We're closing the vote right there. Awesome. So congratulations, red team, for winning this. Dirk is upset. His name is gone. It got overlapped by Xfritos. Okay, so here we go, guys. I'm going to we're just gonna wait for my moderator to update it so we know which side is the winner visually, and then we're gonna drop the confetti, and we're gonna have a party on this side. Oh, this side, yeah. Left is right and right is left for me. So there we go. All right, guys, it's time to drop the confetti up in here. Congratulations, red team. Let's party over on this side. Oh yeah. Sorry, purple team and yellow team. Maybe next time. But for now, red team did win. And I think it's cool how we had a blue team win last game, and now we have red team win this game. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So once again, Congratulations to everybody who played. I'm actually gonna interview them right now. So it is time to lower the volume. Let's lower the volume time because we don't want you guys to not be able to hear them for sure. Yeah, good job both teams. Okay, here we go. Congratulations, Red Team.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sure that was a very, very stressful game. You know, a lot of work that needed to be done. I have some questions for you guys. So, if I could kind of rotate through each of you guys, so each of you guys answer this question. What was the hardest part about this particular game? So let's start with you, Itimer.
Yeah, sure. The hardest part for me was like not the HTML itself because I didn't have really a lot to do because it's not complicated HTML.
Right.
The hardest part was the no volume part, and I switched the iframe to a Flash object at the last moment, and that's why
Oh no.
it's behind it. It's a bug with Flash and the thing, so yeah.
Yeah, Flash sucks sometimes. I mean, Flash is gonna go extinct one day. I don't know.
I hope.
So what about you, Epinance?
I don't know. I don't think there was anything
Too easy?
specifically.
Too easy?
Yeah.
Okay, too easy from
It was
Epinance.
pretty easy.
Okay, JXTC man, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know, it's probably just the quantity of stuff, like
You had the
trying to get
biggest
every
workload.
single thing. Yeah, just trying to just power through it instead of, having time to think.
Yeah, man. I mean, but you got it to work, and it looks
Mostly-
very nice.
mostly working.
Mostly working. I mean, the only thing I could see really that would have made it perfect is just having the overflow scroll, and
Yeah, that would have been nice.
that's it.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I didn't think of it. But yeah, it would've been
Probably
good.
didn't think to populate the list. I don't know if you tried that or not.
Yeah, the thing is that every time I ran the site, I would refresh it a few seconds later to
Oh.
check my new style, so I
Yeah.
never actually noticed that it wasn't scrolling.
That makes sense. I had a lot of time to play with your site, so I would notice stuff like that. You guys were under the pressure of the time, so. But anyways, we have a very good amount of viewers today. I'm actually very happy with that. So is there anything you want to say to them?
Pepper your angles.
Pepper your Angus, what does that mean?
Well, it sounds like another phrase, which maybe kids don't want to hear.
I see. I see. We do have a good amount of kids on here, so I appreciate your concern. But so is this your way of telling us that you guys are going to create this team in the future with you three?
I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Okay. I mean, maybe we'll see that when we introduce ranked teams. But thanks again, guys, for playing, and congratulations.
Thank you.
What's happening, blue team?
We are just crying.
Oh no, don't cry. You guys did an awesome job. I'm sure you guys had fun though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's awesome.
Have you guys coded together before?
Yeah, actually, yeah, we are running this code club, if you might say, in
Yeah,
Finland.
and I and Rico actually played last Tuesday.
Yeah.
But for now, we just ran out of time.
Yeah. I mean, the time's definitely not enough. But you guys did complete all the objectives on time, so that's a huge accomplishment. That's not done very often on DevWars. So huge props to you guys for doing that. I did pop into your TeamSpeak every now and then and saw you guys were speaking. What language was that?
Finnish.
Oh, Swedish?
Finnish.
No, Finnish.
Oh, Finnish. Okay, because you guys are from Finland. That's awesome. Yeah. So what time is it over there, by the way?
It's almost midnight.
Oh my gosh, you guys got to go to bed.
We're just
No,
coding.
we're having a LAN
yeah.
party.
Yeah, I mean, typical developer sleep schedule. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing outrageous there. I was testing to make sure you guys were real developers. So you guys are real developers. You just confirmed it. But yeah, so what's the biggest thing you guys struggled with during the game? I kind of want to start with HTML.
I struggled with the iframe. It had troubles with the sound. I'm not even sure did it work.
Yeah, iframe is pretty annoying to work with. What about you, CSS?
It was just lack of time, pretty much. Not having time to choose colors or anything that will make the site look good.
Yeah, just it's hard with that time pressure. I'm sure. Like it's just a lot of stress, and it's 60 minutes sounds like a lot, but it's really not. I'm sure you guys found that out real quick.
Yeah.
What about you, JavaScript?
Well, it was pretty hard to come up with the names for the bots.
Struggle is real over here.
Yeah.
You could have typed anything, but that was probably that was the hardest part for you during your JavaScript, was to just come up with names.
Yeah, I just took them from Seinfeld, actually.
But as far as JavaScript in itself, the language, you obviously know your stuff, man. Huge props to you for doing just a fantastic job on the JavaScript. Everything worked flawlessly on your end. But yeah, I mean, it was all for fun, guys. I congratulate you guys for doing well, because you guys did, and you guys didn't give up. You guys just kept going. So once again, congratulations anyways, and thanks for playing.